Know what time it is. Got a bit of a new look. Come on, cat. Get out the way, goddammit. New look, same old podcast. We are about to get into NXT, the greatest goddamn wrestling show on TV right now. Then we're going to keep it pushing to, AEW. Then we're going to push it to NXT. Mess that up. You stupid. It's okay. I hit the button on myself sometimes. Without further ado, let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome everybody to What's the Wrestling on your September 9th, 2021. I will be reviewing AEW and NXT. Of course, we're going to start with AEW. I mean, how could we not? Got a bit of a different setup here. Trying out some new stuff with the live streams instead of the videos. But it's all good. I will be adding a Discord, but we don't got it up and running yet. Still working out the kinks on that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about NXT, AEW. But before we get into all that, I just want to say, like the goddamn video. Like the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What's the Wrestling? Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. If you want to follow me, RJD, follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter. Holla at me. First things first. Stop the presses. Want to send out my prayers to Triple H. Triple H had a heart procedure conducted on him because of a hereditary family heart condition. He had a procedure done, and I heard he is doing well. So everybody here at What the Wrestling, we sent our prayers to Mr. Triple H, Mr. Paul Levesque. We don't wish bad on anybody, and we don't want to see anybody hurt. Wrestling is a tough business, and everybody in the wrestling community knows it's been a rough year as far as wrestling deaths, and we just want Triple H to have a healthy, happy, speedy recovery. And we're going to give him a Don DeMarco because we want that brother to be okay first and foremost. He went and he had a cardiac event, which is crazy, but the procedure was successful at Yale New Haven Hospital following the cardiac event. The episode was caused by a genetic heart issue, and he is expected to make a full recovery, which is awesome. Hopefully he is 100% soon. Shout out to the game, Triple H. We really, really, really wish you a speedy recovery. I did not live stream yesterday, so want to make sure I throw that out there because, like I said, it's been a rough year for wrestlers, and we don't need any more of our legends passing away. Moving on to some lighter news. Excalibur was missing this week because he went on ahead and got married. So shout out to him. So we're going to give him a round of applause. Shout out to him.
Perfect.
That is awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Excalibur will be getting married, or I think he's already gotten married. So he will be missing 1 week at least of Dynamite. Good for him. Good to hear. Always good to hear good news and happy news and people getting married and stuff. Good for him. Shout out to Excalibur. But now on to AEW. First things first, they are in Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Jon Moxley. And what I will say about this show last night was it was definitely one of the quickest shows that I've ever seen. Now, normally when I watch wrestling, you know, I'm into it, I'm watching it, I'm all in watching it, and the time goes by decent. If it's a boring show like Monday Night Raw, the 3 hours take forever. If it's a quick show, fast-paced show, normally that means the show's pacing is good. It's like bam, 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 bam. Everything's happening, everything's great, and it's all good.
Perfect.
But this show last night, it's like I looked up, it was 9 o'clock. I looked up, it was 9:40. I looked up, it was Suzuki and Moxley at the main event. It was just bam, 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 one thing after the other. Now, AEW is not perfect. We all know this, but no wrestling show is perfect. But what I will say is that they are doing great with their pacing. Their pacing is awesome. So if AEW can keep up this pacing and keep things moving, they're going to be A-okay. We had a jam-packed show yesterday with a lot going on. Okay. We had a jam-packed show yesterday with a lot going on. So that is a beautiful thing. And we are going to get into it right now. So, AEW opened up with Malachi Black and Dustin Rhodes. This was A-okay in my book. I want to say it was missing a little something, but I mean, we don't have to have a pay-per-view match on every goddamn show. Like, every match doesn't have to be a goddamn 5-star classic here. So, this was a good match, good back and forth stuff. Dustin, the old vet, gave Malachi his toughest challenge. The end came when Dustin hit a destroyer, nearly ending Malachi Black's life, but he fought through it. He ended up throwing Malachi Black into the exposed turnbuckle because he had took the turnbuckle off earlier in the match, and from there he hit a not so good looking black mass. I must admit, normally he gets all of that black mass normally. Yesterday, not so much. So he kind of got him in the shoulder. He didn't really get him when he was supposed to get him, but that's okay. You can't hit him all. So hit him with the black mass, got the win. He even threw a nice little subtle thing into it, throwing Cody Rhodes, taking out the expired. You hear me? Throwing out the boot and the retired boot from Cody that he had hid under the ring. Further playing mind games, which I really love. I love the fact that he's playing mind games because Malachi Black is like this sinister, crazy, creepy figure. And the fact that he's playing mind games with Cody and the whole Nightmare family, I love it. It's like the perfect first feud for him. It's like he went to go look under the ring. I was like, what's he pulling out? Then it's like,
surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, we got the boot. Oh, man, he's just messing with them. So, it's all good. Good opening match. Good stuff. Malachi Black with the win. I shall not complain about that. But hold up. First thing I want to say something. How did WWE not know what to do with this guy? Triple H had this guy in NXT, built him up from the ground up, all the way from just getting in to just getting the championship, having a nice title reign, how did Triple H know what to do with this guy, but Vince didn't know what to do with this guy? It's like, how do you not know what to do with him? He's a once-in-a-lifetime guy. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. As I share this content here, 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't understand how WWE just continues to fuck people up. Like, it will never make sense to me how they just continue to mess people up. I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and it's okay. Because half of these guys ain't gonna be there. Half of these guys ain't gonna be there coming up soon. WWE, and I'll get to what Mick Foley said. I'll get to that in the intermission. But half of these people, they're gonna end up leaving. I mean, AEW can't sign everybody. They literally don't have enough TV time. And I like the fact that they build up their younger stars. But this shit is getting out of control. Next, we had CM Punk addressing the AEW fans. This was solid. Shout out to CM Punk. CM Punk came out. He thanked Darby. He hyped up All Out. He talked about. He thanked the fans. He told Linda Pillman was at ringside. And if you've seen Dark Side of the Ring, you know damn well that woman is a saint sent from heaven. She did a lot for those kids. I mean, listen, I can't do it justice. Just go watch Dark Side of the Ring. Like, literally, you see that lady, it's like, she is a godsend for real. So she was ringside. Punk shouted her out, which was awesome. Loved it. Then next thing you know, Taz came out of nowhere, and Taz was like, listen, I hear you doing all of this, and I'm sick of this hippity hoo-ha hoorah bullshit. Whatever you do, just don't mention anybody from Team Taz. And then CM Punk's like, bruh, you stupid. I didn't mention Team Taz. Taz is like, you've been doing interviews, and in your interviews you mention people from Team Taz, so don't mention anybody from Team Taz. And he's like, you stupid. I literally didn't say Team Taz. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, so in a sense, he's right, because he definitely did mention Hobbs and Starks. He definitely did mention them on interviews, but it's like, okay, you're reaching, bro. But give me CM Punk versus any of these guys, and I know people are probably saying, why don't you put him in more of a main event role? Well, listen, first of all, you stupid. Daniel Bryan right now is in the main event role. Adam Cole is up there in the main event role. You can't have all the damn new guys come in be in the main event role. You can interchange them. You can't have everybody at the top at once. You can't have everybody doing main event shit at once. This gives him something to do while still wrestling with other guys that he actually wants to wrestle with. So tranquilo, slow your roll. CM Punk will be fine. CM Punk, Ricky Starks on the mic, take my money. Take my money.
Perfect.
So it's going to be okay, guys. Relax. CM Punk will be fine. He signed a multi-year deal. He's going to be around for a while. It's okay. Everybody just chill the fuck out. Like, he's going to be okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
Next, we have Dante Martin versus Powerhouse, Will Hobbs. Dante Martin, his tag team partner better come back for his sake, because this guy is exceptional. He is really, really good. And I am glad AEW has him, because Dante Martin, he is flying all the... Oh, shit. Cat scared the shit out of me. Where the fuck did you come from, bro? Sit down. Sit. God damn, in case you think I'm lying, there is a cat here. He scared the shit out of me. I'm like, who the hell is that? Anyway, I'm gonna make you famous, cat. God damn.
Respect my authority.
That's what the cat just told me. Anyway, so Jesus Christ, Powerhouse Hobbs and Dante Martin. Dante Martin flying all over the ring. Best part of this match, Dante Martin is going for a suicina. Hobbs catches him in midair, legs still attached to the rope, pretty much picks him up, slams him up against the goddamn ring. the ring post. Dante Martin is crazy. The comeback was crazy at a shotgun drop kick, and he gets so much goddamn air. Like, it makes no sense how much air this guy gets. It's like ridiculous. So he's got hang time out the ass. So Hook definitely came to interfere, but that didn't matter because Dante Martin just jumped over his ass, wiped out Hobbs. But Hobbs hit him with a crazy ass spine buster. He had stop the presses. Hold on. He has a really stop the presses. He has a really good spine buster. Powerhouse Hobbs has one of the best spine busters in the business because that spine buster was lethal, and he got the win. So shout out to Powerhouse Hobbs. Dante Martin's gonna be okay. Hopefully his brother from Top Flight, and hopefully they come back soon. But if Dante Martin keeps putting on performances like this, it's gonna be damn near impossible for them to hold this guy back because he's putting on crazy good matches. Then we had MJF. MJF came down and he was furious. He came down and said basically he beat Chris Jericho after the match was restarted. So in all actuality, he did beat Chris Jericho. Then he insulted Linda Pillman. I guess that's why CM Punk brought him up. He insulted Linda Pillman. And after Linda Pillman was sitting there, MJF went off. Literally, he went the fuck off. And he went too far. Now listen, stop the presses. Did he go too far? Yes. Did I mind it? No. Was it great? Yes. MJF is probably the best guy on the mic right now in all of wrestling. Well, the best heel for sure. He's the best heel on the mic, and it ain't even close. Like, it ain't even close. This guy proceeded to say he verbally shitted on Cincinnati, got a lot of cheap heat, shitted on Pillman, shitted on, shitted on Linda, sorry. Pillman Jr. ends up coming out. After Pillman Jr. comes out, then he was like, then it got crazy. Then he was like, listen, your mother, he basically said your mother should have swallowed. Everybody was like, oh shit. Everybody was going crazy. He was like,
stop it. Get some help.
Then he said, hold on, Wardlow, are you going to help me like you tried to help me yesterday? So he basically shitted on Wardlow, further teasing their dissension. Everybody in Cincinnati just wants to shoot this guy. He basically tells him, listen, you ain't shit. Your mother should have swallowed, but she didn't. So he shits on the guy's mom. He shits on Pillman, who ended up coming out and coming down. This then prompted him to come down and try to fight MJF. MJF ends up getting the better of him. Then Grayson comes down. Grayson. I'm thinking about the Titans. Griff Garrison comes down. He ends up getting beat up real quick. The heels stood tall, but there is dissension. MJF is definitely going to start feuding with Pillman. And man, I gotta give MJF to Don DeMarco. Like I gotta give him another one. This fucking guy is great. Like, MJF is so good, you don't know, is he being himself or is he acting? Like, shout out to this guy. It's like every time he gets on the mic, it's like,
surprise, motherfucker.
What's he gonna say next? So pretty much this whole thing ended with MJF and Wardlow standing tall. Later on in the show, Pillman went to Tony Khan, and he will be having a match with MJF, which is really good. So shout out to him. Max Caster came back and started popping shit. I think they have a match on Rampage. This was an all-around good segment. Varsity Blondes getting some shine in Cincinnati, home of Brian Pillman Jr., where he was raised. That's his hometown. This was an all-around good segment. Mad heat on MJF. Everybody was going crazy. This was A1 shit. So, shout out to the podcaster who hopped in my chat. Talking about NWA Power. I watched that sometime. Big round of applause for the new champ, World Heavyweight Champ, Trevor Murdoch. I will give a round of applause to Trevor Murdoch. Shout out to him. MJ motherfucking F is right. That guy is a beast. So, moving on. Ruby Soho. She had a interaction with the doctor, Britt Baker, backstage before the match. Britt Baker basically... first of all, Britt Baker, shout out to her. She always brings up WWE with these WWE people that come in. She's like, listen, you're gonna, she said, you have, first of all, Ruby said you have a lot of nicknames, Dr. Britt Baker, realest bitch in the room, whatever. And she said, listen, you spent the last 4 years in catering. I'm gonna send you back there, or something along the lines of that. And I was just like, ooh, low blow. She spent the last year in catering. Jesus Christ. Britt Baker with the low blows, just chopping away at people. Jesus. So, Ruby Soho in-ring debut versus Jamie Hayter. This was solid match. Britt Baker wins with the eat defeat, scored the win. After the match, Britt Baker attacked Soho along with Rebel, and Riho came down for the save along with Statlander, who came down for the save, and the babyfaces banded together and stood tall. This is good. This is great. Good stuff. Nothing wrong here. Solid match. Good stuff. Jamie Hayter got the loss. Can't have her losing too much now. She needs to win a match eventually. So let's continue with that. Next we had the Dark Order versus FTR and Shawn Spears. This match was fine. The Dark Order lost, but before the segment, Dark Order started fighting. Anna Jay and Tay Conti basically stepped up and said, listen, you guys need to get your shit together and stop fighting. She basically said, do it! Just do it! Stop fighting, get it together. But in the match though, a tag basically attack to Grayson led to a Death Valley driver from Spears for the win. Dark Order lost. Anna Jay and Tay Conti came down, but these guys literally started fighting each other, and this was great. Now, stop the presses. They started fighting each other, right? Now, this got my creative juices flowing. So, they're beating each other up. They're literally fighting each other in the middle of the ring. Crazy dissension being teased. Could this be that they are teasing dissension because there is no leader? Rest in peace to Brody Lee. And maybe Bray Wyatt is going to come in and get this shit under control? If that's the case, I'm all for it. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't want to see the Dark Order break up. If the Dark Order breaks up, a lot of these guys are going to get lost in the shuffle. These guys are better together than they are apart. The only one I pretty much see getting a lot of burn is John Silver, because he's a fan favorite. He's crazy charismatic, and he can get over with the crowd. Not to say that any of those other guys can't get over, because I do think Evil Uno and Grayson are a great tag team, and they are fantastic in the ring. But charisma-wise, Anna Jay, Tay Conti, and John Silver are going to break out and be the breakout stars. That this group needs to stay together. And as long as they stay together, they're going to need a bona fide leader. That bona fide leader needs to be Bray Wyatt. It just makes sense. They can have him be the leader, have him come in and dominate. He's going to have a new character. I don't know what he's going to call himself. I don't know what he's going to do. But he's going to have a new character. He can come in and be the leader that they need. and get them to be more serious. Like how Brody Lee got them to be serious. They can be serious. So let's hope that's what happens. Now, moving on. We've got Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he brings in the Elite. The Elite have a segment in the ring, and they introduce Adam Cole. Adam Cole, first thing he does, how do I get these people to boo me when they don't want to boo me? I'm gonna shit on Tony Schiavone. So he goes to Tony Schiavone and says, if you even look at Brett Baker wrong, I'm gonna slap those glasses off your face. Get out of my ring, you nerd. So he kicks Tony Schiavone out. This gets the crowd to boo him, but then he says they should be thanking the Elite because he's been Elite a very long time, and if it wasn't for the Elite, there would be no AEW, which is true. Kenny Omega takes the mic and said, one thing I don't like is interruptions. I don't like to be interrupted. And then Daniel Bryan comes in and interrupts him. So, perfect. That was great. Daniel Bryan comes in. Daniel Bryan says, listen, you call yourself the best in the world. You think you're the best in the world, but you haven't fought me. I think you should fight me. And then he says, Kenny Omega says, it doesn't work like that here. And he said, whoa, Kenny says it doesn't work like that here, but I think you're scared. I think you don't want to fight me because you're scared. And I think you're a bitch. Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. But he basically did come out and say, I think you're scared. Omega tries to hit him, but he puts him in the yes lock / the LeBell lock, whatever you want to call it. And he proceeds to try to make him tap. Cutler comes in and sprays, because Kenny Omega had kicked everybody out the ring. Cutler comes in and puts cold spray on him. That shit didn't do anything. So the Elite proceed to beat him up, but then Kazarian and the Jurassic Express come in with Christian Cage and chase off the heels to end the segment. Good stuff. I honestly didn't realize time was flying. It was already almost time for the main event. And this was great because I think they're going to give us Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega in New York, but it's going to be a non-title match, which is fine by me. That's great. Let it be a non-title match. Let Omega lose, but then let him have a match for the title, and Omega could get his win back. That's fine. So I'm all for it. Let's keep this ball rolling. So next we have Mr. Moxley versus Minoru Suzuki. This was excellent. This was a very good match. First of all, stop the presses. Why did they cut off Minoru Suzuki's entrance? That was stupid. Why did they do that? They could have kept Minoru Suzuki's entrance in there. But I guess they ran out of time, so they only had but so much time to get done what they needed to get done, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. This was basically a New Japan style match in AEW. This is a Minoru Suzuki match, and that is a terrifying gentleman, 50 plus years old, but he can beat your ass legit. So basically, these guys traded strikes, they traded headbutts, they traded clotheslines. This basically was a match of whatever you can do, I can do better. Whatever you can do, I can do better. The end came when Suzuki had a bloody eye from somewhere. I don't know how his eye got bloodied. He basically wiped it, licked it, because he's a fucking savage. You know, I see Minoru Suzuki when he laughs, and I'm just like,
stop it. Get some help.
Like, get some help, buddy. Oh, crazy bastard. But in the end, he hits him with a paradigm shift. Then he hits him with an elevated paradigm shift. Death Rider! But it was an ugly looking Death Rider. He basically kind of double arm suplexed him instead of hitting him with the Death Rider right on his head. And that was that. Now, that was it. That is how it went off the air. Moxley got the superstar entrance. Mr. Moxley was over in his hometown. And basically, this had so many, like, goddamn, this had so many people, so much. This show was just stacked up. This show was full of people, full of everything, stacked up to hell. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it. This was your AEW Dynamite. It was a solid show. Out of 5, we're gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It had a lot in it, but it wasn't too much. A lot of people are saying, hey, AEW, they have too many people, there's too much going on. Not necessarily true. They're not there yet. Now, we do have news on Kevin Owens, which I will bring you. We do have news on Bray Wyatt, maybe getting closer to becoming All Elite. So there's things coming down the pipeline, but they don't have so much talent to where they can't use everybody. We got Dark, we got Elevation, we got Rampage, we got Dynamite. So as long as they spread it out, give people TV time, whether it be promos or matches, like start rotating people and giving people promos and shit, we'll be okay. Everybody just tranquilo. It's gonna be fine. They don't have a personnel problem just yet, but I think it's coming. But they ain't there yet, so we'll be okay. So, like the goddamn video, like I said, we are going to do a brief intermission, and then I'm going to come right back. During this intermission, I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to get this on and popping. So, stay tuned and be easy. Short intermission, and I'm going to come back with NXT. Yes. We back. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for staying around for that short break. We got NXT review. This was September 7th, 2021. And man, what a show it was. NXT was pretty decent. We see how things are changing. We see how things are moving in a different direction. And you know what? I'm not opposed to it, okay? I know a lot of people are like, listen, this is not my NXT, and make no mistake, this is not my NXT. But NXT is changing. It is moving in a different direction. NXT is definitely... I just want to wait and see what happens. What kind of guys are they going to bring in? What kind of promos are they going to do? Are they going to let go of certain people like Ciampa and Gargano? And, well, they're not letting go of Pete Dunne, but Lorcan and Birch. Are they going to cut people now? I don't know. Well, let's see. But NXT coming to you from the Capitol Wrestling Center as always. Started off with Ember Moon versus Kay Lee Ray. Not going to lie to you. This was a solid match. I don't know much about Kaylee Ray. I didn't watch NXT UK like that, but Kaylee Ray, I'm starting to like. She is really good. Ember Moon set up for the Eclipse, but Kaylee Ray recovered and caught her on the top rope. She sent Moon to the floor with a snap mirror and then a senton bomb that caused a near fall. Ember Moon fought back to her feet, but she got planted with the KLR bomb for the loss. Afterwards, she did cut a promo saying that she knows what she needs to do. Ever since she lost the tag team title, she keeps losing. She's a loser. She doesn't want to keep losing, so she's got to step it up. Kaylee Ray is a great wrestler. I'm beginning to like her work. I'm actually gonna go back and start watching her work more often and look at some of those NXT UK matches that she had, because I definitely want to get more familiar with her. Shout out to Kaylee Ray. She is pretty goddamn good. Next, what we got? We have Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma versus Carmelo Hayes. Now, stop the presses. Hold on.
Stop the cap.
Why the hell did they have... This made no sense. Why did they have Carmelo Hayes fight Escobar and lose? Now, I know that tournament he won is just like the Money in the Bank contract. He can fight a future champion, but that still doesn't make sense.
You stupid.
The man just won. Why the hell would you have him lose? He just won. Now he looks like a loser. You could have had Escobar beat anybody. Why the hell you got this man fighting this new guy and then taking an L? This shit ain't making no sense. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I didn't like that. I didn't like that not one bit. But they did have a fantastic match. The end came when the Chiquita in the group, basically Elektra Lopez body slammed him on the mat. Then he beat the 10 count but got hit with the Phantom Driver and took the loss. So this was good. We'll see what happens. We did get a promo from Hit Row talking about how they're going to take it to Legado del Fantasma. I hope so. I'm looking forward to this. Let's keep it pushing. Next, we had the Creed brothers versus some jobbers. They beat the holy shit out of these guys. God damn. These guys came in and was like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
y'all about to get beat up. I mean, the body slams and suplexes and wrestling. They did a lot of wrestling moves. And we had a rolling power driver into a lariat for the win. Damn, they just dominated these jobbers. Jobbers made them look good. I'm interested to see how good they can actually wrestle. Now look, I know they can wrestle. Obviously, they got state championships, and one of them was top 5 in the Olympic trials. So yes, they can wrestle. I know that. But are they good at pro wrestling? Can they cut a promo? How good I mean, they're real generic right now. In the ring, they're generic. They have generic ring attire. They have no personality. Now, it's their first match. There's time to fix that. You can fix that within the next couple of weeks and a couple of months. I'm not looking for it to be perfect right out the gate. But these guys need to get an identity, and they need to get one quick. You can't just have the identity of beating the hell out of everybody. Even Brock Lesnar, who is crazy at the collegiate level, even he had a personality when he first came in. Yes, because of Paul Heyman, but still. He was the next big thing. He had a personality to him. So these guys need to get a personality really quick. We also had Index. We had Index stuff here. Candice LeRae basically has Indy Hartwell's bachelorette party. She has no friends, so they took her to a restaurant, and they basically said, we're gonna go spy on the men. And we had Cameron Grimes, Drake Maverick, Johnny Gargano, Odyssey Jones, and a fucking zombie referee. I'm gonna say that again. We had a zombie referee.
You stupid.
Nope. Get the fuck out of here!
Why do we have zombie referees on NXT? What are we doing? That is stupid. Jesus fucking Christ. So, like I was saying, they came together, and this whole thing was based around trying to get Johnny Gargano's affection so that Dexter Lumis could finally win over Johnny Gargano. This is basically what this whole thing was about. Now, the second half of this was fun because it brought out my inner kid. They went to Sky Zone. They was jumping around. Odyssey Jones flipped Drake Maverick into some trampoline. They went to play laser tag. They went go-karting, and they went axe throwing. Stop the cap. I still want to go axe throwing. If anybody knows where I can go axe throwing, please put it in the chat. I have no idea where I can go axe throwing. I know I could go on YouTube or Google, but just put it in the chat. I'm gonna go axe throwing. So they did all these fun events. If I was in high school, that would have made my day. I'm a big ass kid at heart. I'm like, damn it, they went go-karting. That looks like fun. I want to go racing. I want to throw axes. I want to shoot some people in laser tag. Oh man, it looked like they had a lot of fun. The last time I went to Sky Zone at my previous employment, working with kids, not gonna lie, was the funnest hour and a half I'd had in a very long time. I mean, just pure fun. Big ass 30-year-old kid. That's what I was. Oh man, fun stuff. Oh man, that really brought out my inner kid. But anyway, at the end of it, he finally won over Johnny Gargano. They did the way handshake. It was cool. It was fun. That actually was a fun segment. I really liked it. I wouldn't think that I would like the index stuff, but I like the index stuff. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sorry, I liked it. I'm sorry. Moving on, NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. We had Io Shirai, Zoe Stark versus Kazaro and Carter. Kazaro, the only thing I got from this, Io Shirai still doesn't like her tag team partner, which is weird because I know they do the whole odd couple tag team thing, but if you're doing the odd couple tag team thing, this is not coming over like that. This is not an odd couple. This is, I'm Io Shirai, I really don't like you, so I don't need you. But it's like, that's not how an odd couple thing works. Odd couple is like Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. It's not the I don't like you. It's the you're a weirdo, but you're kind of cool. I really, you're winning me over slowly but surely. You do your thing, I'll do mine. But Io Shirai is basically saying, I don't like you. Like, so it's not really rubbing off on TV to me. The next thing I noticed is Kazaro and Carter look really good together. Like, they're really athletic. Kazaro is really athletic. That 450 she does is crazy. They are really, really good. But the end came when Stark hit a knee before tagging in Io for the moonsault for the win. Afterwards, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane and Mandy Rose came down to beat up Carter and Kazaro. I'm assuming they will be the next tag team up, which they gotta start doing it because
Surprise, motherfucker.
they don't got a lot of women's tag teams in NXT. That's why they should have kept one tag team title for the whole WWE and just had it be floating across different brands. That would have been the smart thing, the most creative thing to do, but they didn't do it. Stupid.
You stupid.
So, whatever. Shirai and Stark win, they retain. Solid match. Next, we got Mi Ying versus a jobber. And Mei Ying basically choked this person out. Showed off a little bit of her moveset. We need to get this rolling. We've been seeing this for months. Not really interested in this right now. But I am interested to see what happens. She basically choked her out for the win. So that's fine. But Ying needs to show us in a match what she could do. And enough with the supernatural shit. Just show us what you can do. there's a fine line when it comes to supernatural shit. The Undertaker was like a perfect example of how you tote the line from supernatural to other things. A fine line. They're going too much to the left. Like Alexa Bliss, way too much supernatural. Mi Ying is getting there too. But I am interested to see what she does next week. So I will reserve judgment until next week. Then we had the main event, MSK versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. And we saw the end of an era. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch lose. Lee sent Lorcan. The end came when Lee sent Lorcan into Burch. Help the champions and to help the championships escape. This setup and impressive MSK comeback. MSK hit the blockbuster spine buster for the win. After the match, Pete Dunne and Holland basically laid out Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. So this faction is no more. Now it's just Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. And what are they gonna do with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch? I don't know, but I get the feeling they're gonna get released. I hope I'm wrong.
Nope.
But I'm not so sure because the way we are getting these rumors coming out of NXT that, you know, they're gonna have more releases and shit, it just, I don't know, man. I just don't know. So we'll see what happens and we'll keep it moving from there. But that is your AEW and NXT. AEW, great, nothing wrong with that. NXT, great, nothing wrong with that. So this was it. What do you think? What did you think about AEW? What did you think about NXT? Let me know in the comments. This is RJD. I am coming to you live. I'm still working out my schedule with Raw and SmackDown and NXT and AEW and Rampage. I'm still working out my schedule, guys, okay? Once I get my schedule down packed, I will post it so you guys know when you can catch me when I go live. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you're watching on the YouTube side. If you're watching on Facebook, What the Wrestling, I'm looking for a way to stream directly to What the Wrestling from here. I'm working on it. Give me some time. Until then, I will be posting these videos up on the What the Wrestling Facebook page, so look out for that. And listen, don't forget to like the goddamn video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. RJD TV coming to you later, so look out for that. If you want to see me play some Cyberpunk, yesterday my stream cut out after 6 minutes. It was weird, so I will be giving you guys a couple of hours today. So with that being said, RJD here. I am out. Y'all guys be safe. It is all she wrote. Peace.
Perfect.
Dom DeMarco.